Hey there friends and welcome to LaughNapkin. My name is Frank and today we're looking at two stories from r/Entitled Parents. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so when I was younger, I used to bowl in both leagues and in competitions. So even 10 years after and a long time of not bowling, I still know how to understand lane patterns and conditions. So yesterday, I was at home bored and thought I might as well go bowling, so I grabbed my stuff and went to my local bowling alley. The place is somewhat full, so I had someone next to me. At first they seemed alright, a mother and two kids about 7 and 8. So I sit down and get my shoes, wrist braced, and my 3 bowling balls on the holder. I start to get ready, stretch out my arm, and do a couple warm-up throws without the ball to see if everything feels right. So I start going. I'm not doing the best, but it's the 6th frame and I'm at about 85. Then this started. Keep in mind that I bowl with 2 hands. If you look up Jason Belmonte, he's what I look like. Entitled Mom: I guess you've been bowling for a while. Yeah, I guess. Okay. So that was what I thought was the end. So I keep going on my first game and I finish with a 167. Not my best score, but around my average. So I get going with my second of 5 games. I start and my first 2 frames are strikes. And while I wait for Entitled Mom's kids to go, she comes up to me and this begins. Entitled Mom: I can tell you've been bowling for a while. I'm just out trying to escape the heat. It was 95 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Do you think you could help my kids? If they want a little help, I can offer some small pointers, but I don't think I'm good enough to help a lot. Especially how I bowl. Oh yeah, I saw you bowling. How do you do that? It's just how I've always known. It's just natural for me. Okay. So I bowl some more and finish my game and I finish with a 206. This is a good game any way you put it. But I guess it was just too much for Entitled Mom. She walked over to me as I'm getting some water. So now here's where the drama starts. You just don't stop, do you? Once I get into a rhythm, I just go. You sure are good. But look at my kids' scores. They're just halfway through and only have about 40 points. Well, it's just practice. I remember when I was like your kids, but after I practiced, I got better. Yeah, but look at your screen. You still have 3 games to go. I'm just worried that if you continue with how you're going, you're gonna make my kids feel bad and loon at your lane. You have so much stuff and my kids just have the rental shoes and balls. Well, I've been doing it for a while, so I have some stuff. Maybe when your kids get older, they can get their own stuff. You still didn't answer my question. Can you keep your score lower, like below 100, so my kids don't get upset? No, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to bowl and get whatever score I get. Come on, it's just a couple games. Me sarcastically: actually, sure, I'll keep my score low. Thank you so much. You're going to make my kids' day. If you give me back the money I spent on my games. Pardon me? Well, if I'm going to throw away the games for you, you can at least pay me back for what I'm losing. I'm not going to do that. That's absurd. Why would I do that? Well, I guess not. And I walk back to my lane. So I start bowling again, and every time I get a strike or spare, she just glares at me. I finish my 3rd game at 170. Before I can start my next game, Entitled Mom says, Okay, I'll do your offer. What? I'll pay for your games. No thanks. That was a one-time offer. Come on, it's bowling for free. Yeah, without any fun or challenge. I go to start my next game. So now she's giving me a dirty look after every frame no matter what I got. After that game I went to get some water, and I saw she started to get up. And I thought, here we go again. What's the matter with you? You should listen to what adults have to say. I snapped. First of all, I'm an adult, so I don't need to listen to crap. And second, the way you get better is by practicing and watching other people. I'm not going to bow down to you or anything because you're older than me, because that is what you think of younger people. I know what you're doing. You're trying to pull the older card to have someone who is too afraid to stand up for themselves do your work. I'm not going to listen to crap you have to say. Just go back to your seat and get off your high horse. After that, I walked away and started my last game. The only thing different was that she wouldn't even look at me. I think I finished the game with 160-ish. As I was packing up my stuff, her son came up to me. Kid, hi, I just wanted to say sorry about my mom. It's no problem at all. Okay, bye. Before I get the story started, I want to disclose. I'm a 21-year-old girl living in Southern California, and marijuana is legal here. I use a CBD pen because it helps me with sleep and general calmness. I don't totally understand how CBD is made. Very, very new to all this. But the kind I have in my battery at the moment is a hybrid strand that's 80% CBD and 20% THC. So basically it gives you the effects of marijuana without being high? I'm not completely sure, but it helps with my anxiety and I like it. Now to get into the story. Like any good VSCO girl wannabe, I have a Fjallraven Kanken backpack. I know I messed that up, guys, sorry. It's a burnt orange small one, but not the smallest. I collect enamel pins, so I put my favorite ones on my Kanken and my school backpack. Currently, I have a spooky ghost, an N mental health stigma cloud, and 2 from an iconic 1995 animated film, the Goofy movie. I loved it as a kid, and when I saw the pin pack on eBay, I knew I needed them on my backpack immediately. I really like to go to coffee shops to people watch and write, and this story takes place on one of those days. I typically rotate between 3 shops, but stupidly today, I wanted to try a new shop maybe 30 minutes from my house. After ordering and sitting down, I realized I had to pee. So I left my water bottle and backpack at the table I chose to sit at and grabbed my wallet from my bag before running off to pee. I left my bag on the table because it was a little dead, so I figured it would be fine. Little did I know my power line pin would grab the attention of a sweet little boy. I'd guess about 6. When I came back from the bathroom, I noticed a little boy standing by my backpack. I ignored it because the shop had a long table where single parties could sit. I figured he was just waiting for his parents or something. I got my drink and was about to sit down when she approached. Let's meet the cast. Karen, entitled parent and our antagonist. Boy, a little boy that appreciates the magic of the Goofy movie. And me. Insert stupid joke about who this could be. And also barista. Boy, I like your pen. Thanks, sweetheart. I tried to sit down, only to be stopped by Karen. Are you selling them? I shake my head. I collect enamel pins. I can send you the link to the pin set. I got them off eBay. What do you mean you collect pins? At your age? And of cartoon characters? Give it to my boy. Ha ha ha. I don't think there's an age limit to enamel pins or collecting things. Can you please leave me alone? This angered Karen. She grabbed my backpack from the table. I quickly grabbed at one of the straps and pulled it closer to me. This was a mistake. Her grip tightened. Karen, give my son the pen. I know the owner. Ma'am, I'm not giving you the pen. Let go of my backpack. Barista! This girl is trying to steal my son's backpack. What the hell, you crazy lady? Give me my bag. A barista steps in. Unfortunately, it wasn't the same barista that had taken my order, and I felt my anxiety building in the fear of my backpack potentially being stolen, since I had my wallet in my pocket and no way to really prove it was mine. Barista, what's going on here? Karen, she's trying to steal my son's backpack. Boy was hiding behind his mom. I think the arguing scared him. Me, I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, this lady was trying. She's lying. Look at her. This is clearly a little boy's backpack. The barista grabbed my backpack from the two of us quickly. Barista, okay. How about we open it up and see whose bag it is? I nodded, knowing I had a few very obviously 21-year-old lady things in there. Karen looked like a deer in the headlights. Karen, you can't go through my son's bag. That's theft. Barista, I'm not going to take anything. You'll both see me open it. It's that or I'm calling the police. Karen begrudgingly consented, and the barista opened the small pocket on my backpack. He moved around the contents and looked up to Karen. Barista, this isn't your son's bag. Karen, of course it is. Look at the pins on the... Barista, why would your kid have a battery? He pulled out my CBD pen. I shot Karen a smirk. She was busted, and you could see her sweating. She mumbled something about it being hers. The barista shook his head and looked at me. Barista, what else is in the pocket? Me, well, obviously my CBD pen, an iPhone charger, AirPods, I think a chapstick, and probably some gum wrappers or lint. The barista hands me back my backpack. Keep an eye on your bag. He turns his attention to Karen. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Karen was about to say something, but closed her mouth before anything could come out. She left with no protest, and I thanked the barista before moving to a different table. I know this wasn't the most exciting story ever, but at least I got to keep my powerline pin. That's it for today, guys. Real quick, I really enjoy making these videos, and only you can help me continue to do it. A simple thumbs up and comment goes a long way and helps out big time. So with that being said, I'll see you tomorrow.